Hello guys and girls, and good afternoon and welcome to YouTube. This is my channel, Ollie JHN, and today I'm joined by Daniel Nakvi. Hello Dan. Hello. Today we want to talk about everything that's happened previously in the last 300 and so days in 2016. Yes, so 2016 is certainly a year we're never ever going to forget. Not just us two, but I think the whole world really, for some events that have happened. Let's just mention a few very quickly. We've had Trump, he's now elected, so that's brilliant for America. And Brexit, that's brilliant for us.
Yeah, that's great. Ongoing Syria crisis.
Yeah, that continues.
More intense conflicts and tensions between Israeli and Palestine. I mean, it's just a pretty standard year. I don't know why we're doing a video on it, but
it is. And that's the first thing. Let's get that straight. We always get to the end of the year and moan about what years this has been. But let's not forget even that every year has its big problems, and negative always stay and overpower positive. So every year is going to seem like a crap year, but this year has had some special events, hasn't it?
This year has been especially crap.
Yes.
Millennials have been saying 2016 is the worst year on record, and they've only been alive for 16 years. So if that's the future of our country, well.
And that's the problem. Me and Dan aren't here today speaking about our year. We're not speaking about how we had a great time in Barcelona or how our A-levels were rubbish or anything like that. Well, we're literally... That happened.
Yeah, that did happen.
But it's the whole world that's experiencing this. This isn't a single person's view that's just going to affect us two.
If 2017 is worse than 2016,
that's not going to be good for
That's not
the
good.
future.
It's going to be hard to beat. To be fair, 2016 has been pretty. Yeah. You've lost David Bowie.
Yeah, as well as David Bowie, we've lost Paul Daniels, a famous magician, and we also lost the brilliant Children in Needs, Terry Wogan.
We recently lost, I mean, this could be very controversial, certainly, but Fidel Castro.
Right.
God, you don't know Fidel Castro. Right.
We cut it out if it was someone important.
It is someone very important.
Okay, yeah.
Fidel Castro.
Yes, we have. Explain who he is now.
Dictator.
Yes, he was a big dictator.
In what country was he?
Yes, Dan, tell him the country.
No, I thought you did.
Yeah, well,
well, Ollie doesn't know who Fidel Castro is. So we've lost some big names. You actually died.
No, it didn't work. I was just trying to choke my use of the country. Now I was going to agree, but yeah. Okay, yeah, so yes, we did lose him. Was it him? Him?
We'll never know.
Over now. Yeah, so we did lose him. I'm very sorry, I will look that up straight away as soon as this video ends.
Yeah. So we've had some positives in the year, not everything has been negative. We've had the Olympics in Rio.
Yes.
The GB beat their medal tally
yes,
again.
Yes, very well in the Olympics this year.
And it's something that shows how, despite all the rubbish that's happened, how strong a community the great British people are.
Yes, and talking of communities, let's speak about Brexit. This is something that split our community straight in half. It was literally 50-50 almost. And that was the unfortunate thing. If it was anything like 70-30 or anything like that, it would have been less of an effect. But we've had families arguing, we've had the country politicians, world leaders, all arguing over this big event and the trading. And the problem was it was so complex, wasn't it? There was so many, the economy, there was trading, there was businesses, there was UK citizens, there was immigration, there was so many factors that people weren't in the middle, they were one side or the other because of these factors.
Some people didn't know what they were voting for, so a lot of people voted out because they just thought out is a change. I think it's important to mention, if you're not losing your mind, there is actually a dog here.
Yeah, it just keeps popping up.
If you do see his head, because I've seen it come into the frame a little bit, Arthur's here.
Arthur's here. And I think the most annoying thing about that event was that when we escaped, especially for the people that decided to stay in, remain, the general public thought, I'm regretting this now. And, you know, do your research.
Yeah, if you're either do your research, or don't vote. You're making a decision for the rest of the country when you don't know what you're doing. They said, if you don't know, vote in. which is completely the wrong thing to tell people, because if you tell people to vote in because they don't know, they're going to vote out because they hate all the politicians.
No one listens to politicians. And unfortunately, of course, there's this big uncertainty. No one knows 100% what's going on. And even now, we're still unsure of what Brexit means, what's actually going to kick in. But me and Dan, we researched this and we decided to stay. We're not doing all this back inside and stuff here, but I'm just saying what did happen, we expected. So the people that have left and said, "Oh, I'm regretting this now," it isn't something that suddenly popped up.
No.
We were expecting this. So if you'd done your research, maybe you would have found out. That's a bit of a moan, really.
Right, who cares about Brexit?
About so that is Brexit for you. Trump. Let's talk about Trump.
President-elect Trump.
The problem with this one is, even though it happened in 2016, its actual effects is next year, and this is what Dan was thinking too earlier.
When he actually becomes president, I think it's on the 23rd of January 2017.
Yeah.
That's when everyone's lives may or may not change for the worse, because what we don't know about Trump is if he will live up to the promises that he has kept.
Trump was quite controversial. People hated him for what he was saying, but it seems at the moment, I think that was just a publicity stunt, and I don't think he's going to keep.
It's not mathematically possible for him to build a wall.
That's not a good thing though, because the people that supported Trump and voted him because of these policies, and he's now not sticking to them.
The Republicans don't really have a leg to stand on as it goes for the next elections. People who voted for him know that he's not going to be able to build a wall.
No.
But if they don't know that, then they need to go get a brain, because he can't build a wall. It's not possible.
No.
Like, the border is 2,000 miles. 2,000 miles.
I think what may be meant by that is he's going to strengthen
that's
the borders.
But when
he did say build a wall.
He said he was going to build a wall. He also says he's going to put a ban on Muslims.
Yeah.
But that can't happen either, because if he puts a ban on... This is a complete and utter generalisation, but everyone uses it. And I'm Muslim myself, so I can technically say this. Most Muslims, they go into a profession which is related to medicine. That's a stereotype, but it's true. They become medics or they become engineers. Those are the kind of two categories.
And America needs those.
And America needs those because they don't have a free healthcare.
Obamacare, that was kicking in.
Yeah.
Obama worked 8 years, well maybe not 8 years, but he was in for 8 years, working on that, and Trump's come in and that's gone.
That's gone, bye-bye.
Disappeared. 8 years of hard work.
So you need good trained medics, dentists, everything to keep the country ticking over. And where that's going to come from is mostly the Muslim population, which you're going to try and ban.
Exactly.
So he can't ban them because otherwise his country will die of poverty.
And on the flip side of that, Trump is a businessman, so obviously businesses probably are likely to benefit from this. The economy is probably going to grow.
For the citizens of the United States, it's probably not going to look too good, because the big companies, the big tech, even if you own a small business, you're probably going to suffer because he owns these big tickets.
That's it. It's the corporations.
All the corporations. If you're an innovator, you may as well sell your idea and move on to the next one. That's probably the best thing.
I think, again, why me and Dan mentioned this, why does this affect us? As it stands, America is the only and the world's only superpower. It affects the world. So whoever's in charge of that is literally probably the most powerful person in the world.
He is. They call the president the leader of the free world. So,
and that's Trump, ladies and gentlemen. That is your 2017.
We've had a few ISIL and all that sort of stuff going on. But all of that stuff is kind of, it's sad, but it's true. It's daily news.
Which isn't a good thing.
Which is not good, because it means that we're accepting that this is our lives, and it shouldn't be our lives. In a way, it's worse than a world war, because it's these small little things that dig away at our confidence, and then a massive event happens. Like, let's go back all the way to 2001, to 9/11. Let's go all the way back to 2005, 7/7. And it's crap because we don't know. Like, we can't stop it. We can't predict it. We as a community fight that.
Yeah.
And every community around us fights it. We might make a small difference in our lives.
Yeah. Thumbs up to the UK for they've definitely strengthened their anti-terrorism.
Yeah.
You see lots more police officers now with guns. There's more safety procedures. They're on it.
They're on it. Like, there is personnel to do it. And it makes you feel safe. It makes you feel a bit uneasy. I'll give you that. It makes you feel a bit uneasy, like what's happening. but it makes you feel safe.
Is that it? Is that 2016 there?
Yeah, it's been pretty bleak. We're hoping for a better 2017 for the globe.
Yeah, I know.
We know it's going to be better for us.
A-levels finished.
We've got some big things coming.
Let's end on that point then. Everyone's year will be different, because if you got married in 2016, it's probably the year of your life. But if you were affected by any of the events personally that we've just mentioned, it could be the worst year of your life. And I suppose then we can never ever sum up that if it's been a good or bad year, because it depends for each individual person, each individual country.
If you talk about generally, it's been a pretty rubbish year.
It has. What we've got now hope is that 2017 starts moving up and not down.
So let's end on this note then, that we hope that you have a great 2017.
Yes.
From both Ollie and I, and we will see you. Well, Ollie will see you, and maybe I'll see you.
That's it. Yeah. So yes, have a great 2017.